In this lab, you are going to study the design of a PID controller for flight and pitch control operation of vertical takeoff landing system. There are two objectives of this lab. First, you will design a PID controller on the vertical takeoff landing flight. Secondly, you will tell the effects of the proportional integral derivative controller on the system response. In the flight control operation, we are interested to control the pitch of the VTOL. First, we will develop the mathematical model of the system, which will lead us to the steady state error analysis, and then finally we will design the controller. As you know that steady state error is the difference between the reference and the output signal after the system response has been settled down. Thus, for a time interval t, the steady state error will be equal to this equation. Here ESS is the steady state error, RSS is the steady state reference, and Y of S is the output of the system response. The general block diagram with a unity feedback system is shown here. Here C of S is the compensator, which is our PID controller. Here plant is our vertical takeoff landing system. The measured output is supposed to track the reference signal, and tracking has to yield certain specifications. This is the closed loop transfer function of the VTOL system. You have already studied this transfer function. If the transfer function is stable, then the steady state error can be found using the final value theorem. So by using final value theorem, the closed loop PID step response will be equal to this equation. Here J is the moment of inertia, B is the viscous damping coefficient, K is the stiffness. Similarly, KT is the thrust torque constant, KD, KP and KI are the controller gains. This is the block diagram of the PID controller design. The transfer function representing the VTOL trainer position current relation is used to design the PID controller. The input-output relation in time domain for a PID controller is given by this equation. The closed loop transfer function from the position reference to the angular VTOL position is given by this equation. If we compare the denominator with the third order standard characteristic equation, you can have these controller gains. Here you can see P naught. This P naught is the desired pole location. In our experiment, we are going to use the value of P naught equal to 1. This is the VI of the flight control. From here you can set the reference signal. Here you can adjust the controller gains, which are Kp, Ki and Kd, and you can use the current control parameter that were found in the first lab. Here you can see the pitch response of the vertical takeoff landing system. This is the current response. Now let's move on to the lab task. The first lab task is the PD steady state analysis. In PD steady state analysis, only we are going to use the proportional and the derivative controller. We are going to use the value of Ki equal to 0. So first we will do the theoretical calculations. For theoretical calculation, we are given with the Kp, Ki and the step amplitude. This is the R naught is the step amplitude. So we are going to use the steady state error equation. If we put the Ki equal to 0, we are putting Ki equal to 0 as we are doing the steady state analysis. So we have this equation at the end. So by putting the values in this equation, you will have steady state error equal to 2.52 as shown here. Now we will observe the experimental behavior of the system using the PD controller. Now let's run this VI. Here you can see I am adjusting the PD gains. I am setting the Kp value to 2 and Ki to 0 and Kd equal to 1. These are the same controller gains that I found in the first lab of the vertical takeoff landing. Now I am adjusting the set point reference signal. So after generating our set point, this is the response of the system. from the graph you can clearly see there is approximately an error of 2.1 degree. It is clear from the graph that there is an error of 2.1 degree. This experimental value of the steady state is approximately equal to our theoretical observations and calculations. You can clearly see that there is approximately an error of 2.1 degree. Next we are going to do the PID steady state analysis. Again the first step is to do the theoretical calculation. We will use Kp2, Ki equal to 4 and Kd equal to 1. So using this equation the steady state error will be equal to 0 as we are using the final value theorem, thus this equation will be equal to 0. That's the experimental behavior of the system. Now let's see this small demonstration. Here I have set Kp to 2, I am increasing the Ki value to 4 and I have adjusted the Kd value to 1. According to theoretical calculations, the steady state error has to be equal to 0. Now you can see as I have adjusted the values, this is our system response. You can see that our steady state error value is approximately equal to 0, which is clear from this response of the system. So in the absence of integral controller, there will definitely be a steady state error in the system response. In the next task, you are going to design a PID controller. For designing a PID controller, you are given with the peak time and the percentage overshoot, and you have to find the natural frequency and the damping ratio. Use the formula that you have studied for finding the zeta and omega n. After finding zeta and omega n, you have to find the controller gain, which are Kp, Ki and Kv. When you find the controller gain and run the VI, you will have a response similar to this response. You can see here this is the best possible response that we get using the controller gains that we have designed. Read the lab manual for the post lab task and do all the necessary calculation and attach your results and calculation in the lab manual and the report.